So now we're going to delve a little deeper into the chakras and just touch on Kundalini. We'll touch all 4 of the 7 main chakras in this section, just go a little bit deeper into the affirmations, the associations, and where they are, what they stand for. So the chakras are energy centers all the way along our Sushumna, which is our central axis, all the way down the spine. They are the main portals, little energy vortexes that distribute and coordinate the flow of energy in, through, and around the whole body. Now, each one of the 7 chakras is a gateway for energy, and each of them is associated with a different body part and a different function. The chakras need to receive, assimilate, and transmit energy, and they need to be able to do that efficiently so that everything within the body, outside of the body, is within harmony and flows and allows the energetic body to flow optimally. Now, when your chakras are in an alignment, the whole central axis throughout the spine is pretty much like a whole empty tube full of energy. So if I turned my body around to the side, you can imagine this transparent tube that goes all the way from my sacrum to the crown of my head, and that would be where the energy flows in and out, and it will keep hitting certain chakra points all the way up and down the central axis along that tube. It's where your life prana flows freely up and down, in and out of the body. Now, chakras are also able to store some energy, just kind of on a different level. So as your body, when you eat food, your stomach digests the food and releases the energy slowly. Chakras are able to do the same thing. And how it works is, take a time when you felt abundant love and joy, an overwhelming sense of just your heart bursting. That moment where you don't think you could love something, someone anymore. That energy is gold. And so what the chakra does is it stores some of it away. It doesn't, not all of it kind of tends to flow. It stores a tiny bit away. And then on those moments where it is the polar opposite, where you are feeling low, sad, just down, you are able to tap in to your chakra, say your heart chakra, and just tap into that energy, that stored energy, just to help you get out of the funk, just to lift you a tiny bit and feel that warmth that you felt at that joyous moment previously. And the more that you work with your chakras, the more that you balance them, work with them on a daily basis, the more that they can expand with the energy, the flow, with how they work, the more energy that they are able to store. And therefore you're able to tap into it frequently and for as much as that you need. So energy, chakras are pretty amazing things. Now we're going to go into each one of the 7 main chakras in a moment, but I just want to touch on Kundalini, because Kundalini, whenever you hear chakras, they pretty much go hand in hand. It's when you hear one thing, you normally somewhere will hear the other thing mentioned. So Kundalini is the underlying spiritual force of awakening for the chakras. It can be misunderstood, it can be slightly mystifying, and it's a serpent-like goddess of the chakras, which is the form that Shakti takes sometimes as she rises up the spine in search of union with her external lover and counterpart Seva. It's actually quite romantic and quite beautiful, the whole story of Kundalini and the serpent. Now, Kundalini lies dormant in all of us. It is something that if you decide to embark on, you can tap into. It's already there. But it's a force that needs to be symbolically understood before you try to experience it. It's like an electricity that ignites the chakras, and it will take your flow of prana, your life energy flow, to the next level, to a whole new level. Now, as a symbol, she is said to be coiled around the root chakra, the base chakra, about 3.5 times. As she wakes, she journeys all the way up the spine, activating and piercing each chakra as she goes. Her goal is to find union with her lover, Shiva, in the crown chakra so that she can have eternal life with him, eternal union. Again, it is actually really very beautiful. Now, as an experience, it is electrifying to the core when you awaken Kundalini. Through practices and prayer, her power and presence can be invited, but it's only through grace can she be awakened. So it has to be done in the right way, with the right intention. Now, once Kundalini awakens, she is a healing entity and she will move within you on her own accord. Most people, once they wake her, it is not a force you can kind of start and stop. Once you awake her, it's almost like you've just turned the on switch on and that's it. Forevermore, like Kundalini is there for you, with you. Now, she may be with you sporadically in that moment when she is called upon, and she may serve her purpose there and then just for that moment, and that may be it. She may be present sporadically over a period of years. She may just come and go, or she may be a constant companion with you and completely change your perception of life. She's a teacher and she seeks to reveal the true nature of creation. Now, which is why she's not a force to be reckoned with, and to be quite honest, something you should definitely approach lightly. Kundalini experience can be really profound because they are so intense in nature. However, not all Kundalini experiences are positive or nice. What she does is she tries to break down your blockages, the walls you've put up within yourself, whether you even know you've put the walls up or not, but she will try and break them down. And as you can imagine, if that is a wall you've put up and it's one you didn't want to come down, but she's trying to make it come down, it can be quite unpleasant and uncomfortable. So Kundalini is an amazing force, but it is advised to work with energy for years and years before you even think about calling upon Kundalini, and even working with masters before you approach and awaken that energy. So yeah, I just want to touch base with that simply so you know a little bit more about Kundalini. You can work with energy in the chakras your whole life and never call upon Kundalini. It is a choice that you make when you call upon her, and it is a decision not to be taken lightly. But if you want to just work with energy and chakras and not call upon that separate entity ever, is something that can absolutely be done. So now we've talked about Kundalini, let's move back to the chakras and our 7 main chakras. Now, starting at the base, if you're going to be working with 7 chakras, we normally start at the base, which is the root chakra, because that's the grounding force. And we normally work from the ground upwards. It's like the foundation. So you have your root, your base chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, crown chakra. They are your 7 chakras. So we're going to start with the root chakra, which is known as the color red. If you ever see the rainbow bridge, the root chakra, base chakra is always red. This chakra is located at the base of the spine where the coccyx is and the pelvic floor muscles. Its other name is Muladhara. It's associated with the earth element, which makes sense because it's the lowest, the base chakra, so it's normally connected with Mother Earth and kind of nature. It's your foundation. The mantra for this chakra is Lam, or it could also be known as I am. It's associated with survival, security, and your primal energy. If you want to use an affirmation with this chakra, you could use I am grounded, safe and secure. My needs are always met and I live a life of abundance. I'm going to cover all of these, all of those points with every single chakra. So if you want to get your pen and paper at this point to make notes, it just might be a good time, especially with the affirmations. So moving on to the sacral chakra. This is located between the lower abdomen, from the genitals up to the navel. Its other name is Svadhisthana, and its element is water. Its mantra is VAM, which can also be known as I feel. It's associated with relationships, sexuality, and intimacy. An affirmation that you can use with this chakra is, I am emotionally balanced, and I have comfortable and safe relationships with those who I love. Now moving on to our solar plexus chakra. This is located above, in the center of the abdomen. So it's above the navel and just below the chest, in that section right there. The other name for it is Manipura. Its element is fire, and its mantra is Ram, but it also could be I do. The affirmation for the solar plexus chakra is, I am powerful, confident, and a graceful person, and I am fully in control of my life. Next we move on to our heart chakra. This is near the heart and the lungs in the cardiac plexus area in the chest. It is the one probably we are all very associated with, and people that don't even work with chakras, etc., will most likely know about the heart chakra. The other name for the heart chakra is Anahata. Its element is air. Its mantra is Yam, or I love. The affirmation is, I am powerful, confident. Actually, it is, scrap that. I'm reading the one above, which is solar plexus. You're probably thinking, hey, you just said that, Pollyanna. I know. Okay, so the affirmation for the heart chakra is, I am worthy and able to give and receive love unconditionally. And I feel a sense of peace and calm within my heart. Now let's move on from the heart chakra to the next one, which is your throat chakra. I'm just going to move my legs because they're going a bit dead. Throat chakra is located in the throat, neck, and shoulder area, so just all around here. The other name for the throat chakra is Vishuddha. Its element is ether. Its mantra is Ham, or I speak. Its affirmation is, I am able to communicate my truth clearly and with ease. I am a good listener, while also allowing others to hear my voice and honor my feelings. Let's move on to the third eye chakra, which is located in the center of the forehead, between the eyebrows, so just right here. Its other name is Anya. Its element is light. Its mantra is Om, which is also Om, as you know. It's associated with intuition, psychic awareness, and relates to the mind, the self, and insight. The other mantra, by the way, for the third eye is I see, which kind of goes without saying. Now, the affirmation for this one is, my thoughts are clear and my mind is healthy. I trust myself and my intuition to guide me in the right direction. Now let's move on to the final one, which is the crown chakra. It's located at the top and slightly above the top of the head. This one is also known as Sarasrara. So it's a bit of a tongue twister. Its element is thought, and its mantra is Om, but specifically the silence after the Om. Its other mantra also is I understand. And its affirmation is that I am complete and perfect as I am. I feel connected to a higher source, and I am confident in my life's purpose. So they are little insights, a deeper delve into each one of the chakras, starting with the base chakra, the root chakra, all the way up to the crown chakra. allowing you to work with affirmations on those, knowing where they are situated, what they are associated with. It just allows you to work a little bit more completely with your chakras and balancing them. So these might help you also when we look at the chakras in a sense of working with them with clients. It will also help you associate, if your client comes in with certain ailments and you look at the area of the body it may be in, you might think, well, maybe if we try a chakra, the chakra associated with that area, use the affirmation with that area, it could be a really good tool for you to work with your clients for, but also send them away with an affirmation that they can do on their own accord, or yoga poses, which I'm going to go into next when it comes to working with each one of those chakras. But they are just there to help you balance and find a sense of homeostasis within the body when you're using each one of those in succession. Thank you very much for sitting with me for that. Next, we're going to move into yoga poses for balancing the chakras.